Good morning. It's Monday with McCove, November 11th, 2019. So happy Veterans Day. If you have veterans in your life, please honor them, give them a hug, give them a thank you. It's a big deal. And I just gotten home from a business training in Florida and trying to see if I have comments on my video. So it was good to go get some sunshine and to get some training, to connect with some amazing people who carry a similar passion, and that's good. So for those of you who are new to me, I am McCove Johnson. I am a Christian life coach, and I am feeling the Lord leading me to specialize in helping women who have experienced childhood emotional neglect to be able to connect with their own emotions in a healthy way so that they can teach their children to connect with their emotions in a healthy way. And being able to do that is vital to healthy relationships. So, yeah, Christian Life Coach leads you through the childhood emotional neglect recovery process with Holy Spirit, and it's powerful. And so worry or wonder is my topic for today. As I was flying out of Florida, we hit a kind of rough spot, and was looking out the window and seeing the wing of the airplane, it just trembles and shakes and flexes. And for a second, there was like that worry of like, it shouldn't be doing that. But then I quickly chose to just marvel at it, to be in wonder that how have people figured out to design it? Like, it's made for that. It is made to withstand that much flexing and shaking and all of that and more. How amazing is that? How marvelous is that? And so I could sit and be afraid, like, I don't think it should do that. Or I can sit back and wonder that somebody has figured out that it can do this. And, it has to expand and shrink with the temperature changes and the pressure changes and all of that. That's just completely mind-boggling. So I can stay in fear of what I don't know and worry, or I can just step into wonder, like, somebody else has figured this out. How awesome is that? So we always have that choice. And traveling down, didn't have anything big happen. I just felt like the devil was kind of, I don't know, maybe he wanted to do more and I was being protected, or maybe he was just hoping little things would get to me. I don't know. But it just it was my first time traveling alone. I went to visit my husband at work while he was working through, that time he was working 7 weeks away, when I was pregnant with Tegan. So about 3 years ago was the last time I've traveled alone. And before that, it had been decades before I had done anything other than like a church women's retreat. And I've only done a few of those. So like, it was a big thing to be traveling to the other side of the country by myself. But I wasn't nervous about it. Like, it was hard to leave my family, but I was excited to go to the sunshine. I was excited to go to this training. I was excited for, what God said he was, he wanted me there. He wanted me to stretch and to see new things. So I was excited to go. But our security that we have to go through, I just think is so ridiculous. And so I'm traveling with a purse and a carry-on bag. And I had like 5 totes to get through security. And then I made the mistake of wearing like bedazzled jeans. So they've got the extra sequins and rivets and whatever on the pockets. So I got the full pat down for my jeans. And then they decided they had to look through my purse because I had some snacks in there. And then they had to go through my suitcase because I had some more snacks in there. And just kind of like, okay, seriously, like, whatever. Like, I'm going and this isn't stopping me. I think it's stupid, but I don't have to get irritated. And so there's just lots of little things like that on the way down, and there was little things like that on the way back. And I shared a room with someone, and I didn't think to have them put my name on so that I could check into the hotel. So I arrived at 5:30 in the morning. I didn't get to the hotel that early because of other things that happened, but she wasn't getting in until evening. So I had all day where I couldn't get into my room, and it was totally fine. I didn't, it would have been nice to get to my room at a couple of points, but actually not being able to get to my room got me to the beach more. So it was good. But again, like I could have entered into worry on any of those things. Like I can't get into my room, or they're going to go through my stuff and I'm going to be late, or, all these different things. It's just like, whatever, I'm supposed to be there, I'll be there. But it also made me think, we choose to wonder, do we choose to worry in a season, I guess about a year and a half ago, where there was just, well, there was more than one season, I guess, but there's so much stuff going on, and like another relationship issue or another, just didn't take the time to make a list, but of being in that place of being tempted to worry in different situations, probably being in a place of worrying, and then having something else hit that just like broke through it for me, that like, this is the enemy and this is ridiculous. Like, I don't have to put up with this. And so for one, to step at a place of wonder of like, what does the enemy see that I don't see, so that he is using so many resources on me? What is it that, and kind of wondering at that, like, what is he seeing? And I'm going to be encouraged for that, because I wouldn't be worth all of this energy that he's using against me if God didn't have things lined up for me to do something powerful. But then also just to marvel at, God, what are you doing? Because in a couple of those different stormy seasons, when I would like be crying out of like, how much more of this is there? What are we doing here? And, God would just whisper, you're going to come out 10 times stronger. And so, okay, that's awesome. And so I can be in that place of wonder that, yes, God has already told me that I am an overcomer and that he has equipped me for everything that comes against me. So I can stay in that place of wonder that maybe I don't feel it or see it right now, but that doesn't change the fact that God is true. And so I can stay in that place of wonder of, what is God doing in this? What's he doing through me? What's he doing in me? How is this going to turn out in a good way, instead of worrying, how is it going to turn out and how am I going to get through? I'm going to get through because he's faithful, because he's promised. So that was just my thoughts on worry or wonder. And I didn't get these last Monday, and these will probably be backwards to show you, but maybe not. I have kind of Messed Majesty paperbacks. So if you're interested, if you're local, you can send me a message. I can figure out how to get them to you. But I also have them on my website, and I've been out of this for a week now, so I'll have to find the link and post it so that if you want to order a signed paperback, you can order that from me. If you don't need it signed, you can get it from Amazon. And so I'll just share real quick on this training I went down is a business training. It's called Kingdom Builders Academy, and Tamara Lowe Phillips has a gifting. Like, she has a heart for ministry and evangelism, and Billy Graham told her decades ago that if you don't find a way to fund your ministry, you won't have a ministry for very long. And so she teaches Christians that it's biblical to create wealth. That's actually in the Bible, that God has given us, he's created us with the ability to create wealth. And so she's taking and teaching what she has done successfully and how she structures things so that she can continue her heart for missions. And sometimes that looks like going on a mission, and sometimes that looks like sharing the gospel in her business meetings. And so just was able to go down and get teaching from her, and then I think they said there was about 120 of us. And so to be able to connect with people from literally all over the world who have this passion to either have a business that funds their ministry or a business that is their ministry, and just to be traveling this path together. And part of this plan was learning a new system for each coach or business or whatever they're doing, to design their own product, their own offering, what it is they do for people, but for all of us to join together and like launch it out to the market at the same time. And it just hit me how powerful that is, that even though it's business, if there are 120 of us, and there will probably be more because there's more in training that didn't come to the live event, that have a heart to reach people. And there's businesses, there's ministries, there's all of it, but all of them are coming from the foundation of Jesus Christ as Lord, and he wants to change your life. So like, just how powerful is that, to have 120 or 300 or whatever it will be launching out at the same time to say, we want to make an impact for the kingdom. And whether it's directly through their product or whether it will be with the profits or the time freedom or whatever that I'm cleaning Play-Doh, that their product creates. But like, just how powerful is that, to not only be sharing the gospel, and there are some powerful, powerful stories of the gospel, but also to be just reaching people in so many different ways, and to reach people where they're at, that they've got finance issues, they've got sorry, I tried to see if there was comments again, lost my train of thought. Anyway, it was just powerful. It was powerful to feel God's anointing on the people in the room. It was powerful to feel the level of expectancy and faith in the room for what God was going to do. The visions of some of these people. My favorite was, I think his name is Adam. I have to go back and find him. He's 2 years clean of heroin, and he is creating a program for addicts, or for recovered addicts, healed addicts, to in 90 days to have three talks prepared, so that if somebody presents them an opportunity to share the transformation of their lives, they've got it ready. And it's like a 5-minute, a 15-minute, and an hour or something. I don't remember for sure, but so that anytime they're given a platform to speak, they're ready with their message of transformation. And then also to write their story in a book, so that they've got it to give to people, to say, here's how God transformed me from an addict to who I am, and there's hope for you. And just so powerful, so awesome. You will be seeing from him, I'm sure. So just incredible to be part of a group that wants to see revival come and wants to see the nation transformed, but they're maybe doing it in a way that we typically wouldn't think of. So just bless you on this Veterans Day. If you are a veteran and watching, I honor you for your service and the sacrifice and your family sacrifice. And we'll see you next week.